Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to discuss about the meeting policies and the messaging policies in Microsoft Teams. If you have not watched the previous video of this series, you can take it the previous video link from the description box as well as the entire Teams Microsoft Teams series link in the description box as well. So let's start with this and managing the messaging policies. So messaging policies that are basically used to apply when your users are trying to send a messages and whatever the policy settings are there, you can see it. These are the settings. If you want to set this policy, you have to go to Microsoft. Let me just quickly show you in the dashboard. You have to just go to the messaging section where the messaging policies are there. From here, you can set up messaging policies. The default organization wide settings are there. If you want to create your custom policy, you can just click on add, type the name of whatever you want. Okay. And the settings that you wanted to restrict, like delete sending message, edit send messages, read receipt, user control, or turn off, turn on everyone, if he is allowed or not in conversations. Okay. So all these things are there and you can just configure the changes whatever you want to and click on save. Then the policy would be configured here. You can just go to the user account where you want to apply, click on the user, go to the policies, and here you can see the various policies are listed. So with the help of this you can update or you can apply the policy settings for individual users if you want to put a custom policy for a specific user. Like I have just created a policy for the messaging. So let me just quickly edit this settings. And when I go to when I clicked on edit, we can see the messaging policy option. The messaging policy which I have just created is listed here. I can just apply it from here. Even from the PowerShell, you can apply the similar way, the different various policies. It takes few minutes to for the assignment. So once you refresh after some time, that will be applied over there. The policy setting from the PowerShell, you can also apply it. If you want to check the details, you can also check the details section from here. Okay, so this is what the messaging policy and you can apply it. Then we have a managing team policies for various channels. So for the channels also we have a team policies and then we can configure the same. By default, the organization policies exist. Apart from that, you can configure policies as per your requirement. So that would be available here. You can see the team policies and the templates are there. Some configuration is there. This is the organization wide setting. Policy assignment groups are not added. You can add the groups as well here. And this is the default policy. If you want to add the custom policy, you can add it. Whatever the additional things we can do it. I will discuss this in more details later on, like discover the private teams, create teams channel or not, create a new team policy. You can modify it and apply the configuration settings as well. If you want to specify specific user level settings, you can also specify the user level settings. The configuration section, I will show you uh, the upcoming section of this video as well. So now the second part, it's coming related to the Teams setting and the management. That is mainly related to the Microsoft Teams as an organizational wide structure. What we have here, we can just go back to our dashboard portal. You can go in the organization wide settings. You can see the team settings option are available here. So from here you can modify the like notification settings, feeds, taggings, email integrations. Here you can accept the channel for the SMTP domain. You have to enter it. Then files level configuration, organization wide settings, devices. So all these things are there, and this is the structure build like entire we can say entire organization wide settings related to the Microsoft team environment that you can configure it from here. So these are the various ways through which we can configure the different type of settings. The second part, as you can see, the manage the private channel creation and their policies that can controlled in the Microsoft client team as well. Suppose XYZ user is having an permission or owner of the channel or the setting, they will be getting an option of setting over here, and they can get and modify the various type of settings. How they can do that? Let me just quickly show you. Even let me just quickly open my team client. Okay, so I can't see any permissions configuration over here because in the SPL org you can see nothing is there. I logged in through LX. So just let me go back to the channels and see. Okay, in my channel, okay, he's the just as a member added here. So let me just make them as a owner. Okay, it can take up to 10 minutes. Just as an FYI, it's because taking a replication. So okay, just go back now. I set the permission as well. So let me just quickly switch to client and see the channel. Okay, we can see it now. You can see in the Condoso is not getting an option in the manage teams. He has a limited level access. But if we go and check it out in this SPL org where I assign the ownership permission, so the settings and the options now are available. You can see like this for this channel. Some channel specific configuration settings are there, deleted, active, and you can also add the channels like journal is there. Just you can add. We have an option of settings related to this. REST analytics app integration, that is also possible, and even you can search it more. Couple of apps assignment policies that can be managed through an administrator on the team through an admin console. Okay, now let's go back to our agenda. So we can also manage channel moderation. With the help of this moderation, we can send a message whenever someone is posting a message. It must be monitored and must be whenever it's approved, then only can be accessible or can be pushed to a channel and the posting channel we can say. So then only it would post will be approved to display. Let me quickly move to my team client once again and show you before moving to the next slide. Okay, where it is, this one. Okay, suppose this is my channel and when I have added, uh, so this is my team and I have added a channel over here. Could be a standard or could be you can customize it. Okay, okay, this is the test one. Once I clicked on this dot and manage channel, you can see the channel moderation option is available like this. Who can approve, then only it will show. You can also manage the list of moderators. If you want to add other persons, then it can be. So moderation, you can turn it on or turn it off as per your requirement. And the same thing you can, this is the channel level. We can also set up the channel settings from here. It would be displayed for members or not. You can, because it's a private, then it won't be available. So you can also manage the all settings channel from here. You want to delete it, you can also delete the channel from this location. This is only possible if this particular user account have owner permission in the specific team. Make sure the user permissions are defined here. From here you can see the teams, manage team. If you go there, and in the team, the specific user who has an access of owner can able to perform these activities. If it is not an owner and it's just as a member, then users will not perform, or users won't be able to perform the same type of activities. The last one, if I talk about in this today's video, that is Teams app. So the default apps are available. Let me just quickly go and show you the apps policies and the configuration. So that can be configured from here. In the team apps, you can see the manage apps are there. You can define and add the set of apps, and administrator further can associate those apps. Approximate 1042 apps are there, but currently none of the custom apps are there. If you want to upload, you have an app, you can upload it, select a file and upload that particular app as well that you want as an integration. Apart from that, you can configure the policies. The default policy is there. You can add the custom policy if you want to restrict third-party apps or allow third-party apps, custom apps. So these are the three settings that you can apply it and can be assigned to a specific user account. To apply this setting to a specific user account, you have to go to users, and in the users from section of user policies, from here you can assign the apps policy as well. So by default, the default org level policy is there. You can define the app policy setting. You can just edit it, and after editing you have an option to change it. Okay, let me just quickly go back in my policies and we can set up the policies. You can see the first line worker, this policy is there, and that was also available with the user when I was trying to assign it. Store configuration settings are there, so you can also make the changes, and if you want to change the immediate sector, you can also upload it. So this is how you can configure the app setting, and that app setting will be replicated over here. Once you go in at end user and the client, you can see the various apps are installed, or you can say allowed, and configure to use over here. Okay, this is the OneNote. Let me quickly open one more task by planner. So the couple of lot of apps are already exist here. It's a predefined ones. You want to add your customize, you can add your customize apps as well. And this is the one of the greatest platform for the collaboration. So you can associate a lot of other apps as well. This is the app section from which you can choose the allowed or appropriate apps for your team as well. So guys, that's all about this. In the next video, I will talk about audio conferencing and how we can associate the numbers, etc. If you have not seen the previous videos, you can just take the link from the description box, as well as if you want to check the entire series, you can also check it from the description box. The link for both is mentioned over there. You can take the link from there and check it out. Thank you so much for watching, and keep, if you have not subscribed this channel, please do subscribe it.